need to get up. Yeah, okay. You're trying. Good girl. Good. Okay, I need 2 hands to do this.
Hello. I am getting back on track today. I have my hair all wrapped up because I just washed it. I am still kind of like coming off of traveling over Christmas. Whoa, my throat just like wanted to stop talking. That was really weird. Why is my shower dripping? Can you hear that? Let me check it. Okay, I don't know what to do about that. It may be time for me to replace the filter. Oh my god, I think it actually is time to replace the filter. Anyway, I did already actually try to film a little bit this week because we have been home since Sunday evening. Today is Thursday. We've been home and I went back to work on Monday morning. So I've already kind of jumped back into my typical routine, and I was kind of filming and taking you with me for the first like couple days, but it just got very irritating, like sitting in the car and just talking to myself, and like I'm annoyed already thinking about looking back at that footage. If there's anything worthwhile at all, I will add it to this video. Hello there, it is Monday. I just got home from my Christmas travel plans last night. Sorry, my hand is shaking. Let me like try to set you against something. I hate like the immediate flip, turn around, go do normal life right after a trip, because I really like having some time to like recharge, reset, and then go back to work. But we didn't get to do that this time. I got home at like, I don't know, 8:30 p.m. and then basically just unpacked. I'm a crazy person. I unpacked everything within an hour of getting home. I unpacked all of it. Everything's put away. It's all in its place. I just like need to do that. I think it's my ADHD brain. I know a lot of people with ADHD have the opposite issue, where essentially they just like will procrastinate the unpacking process, but I'm kind of the opposite, where I'm like, get it out of my sight. I don't want to see it anymore. Get it all figured out, and then like I'll feel calm. It like is a nagging anxiety until it's all figured out, you know? So that's kind of how I handle it. But I got it all unpacked. I had a little late night snack because we didn't really stop for dinner. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up, and now I'm here at work doing my clinical dietitian stuff, and it's just back to business as usual. And I feel like my brain is going to really fight me here in a minute. I'm like a 100% introvert. Like if we're talking about introvert to extrovert on like a scale or whatever, I'm 100% introverted. So trips like this always kind of wear me out regardless of who I'm with. I actually feel like the people we were with this past week don't particularly wear me out faster. Like I swear I have a theory, like certain people wear on my introvert battery a little quicker than others, but the people we were around, mostly like no issue for me immediately, or like in a noticeable way, until like, you know, day 6 or 7. Then I'm like, oh, I feel myself like, you know, getting a little bit wanting to go back into my shell and kind of recharge and everything. So that's part of the reason I wish we had a day to recharge and reset, because now I'm gonna have to like go see staff, go see patients, blah blah blah, when I'm like already a little bit burnt out. Ugh. So hopefully today's light and easy. I thought I would kind of take you along the way with me for how I'm kind of resetting after a trip, because I know that this can be something that's difficult for like mental health, anxiety, ADHD, but also for migraine, because the migraine brain, I think you know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. The migraine brain hates change. Imagine that. So the migraine brain hates change, and any significant changes to your like routine, your environment, stuff like that, diet, lifestyle, these things can be triggers that can, you know, initiate a migraine attack. So kind of jumping from basically vacation mode to like regular work week, I'm kind of anticipating having potential issues also like related to my menstrual cycle, because hormone changes are another significant potential trigger for migraine. I'm kind of in a weird PMS-y stage right now, so like I'm a little bit more like prone to migraine attacks already right now. I just thought I would take you with me, try to see how I navigate this like getting back on track stuff with my mental health and my, I guess, brain health, or like neuro health, I guess we could call it. Right now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm procrastinating going inside. I am, but I need to just go and do it. Luckily, over the last week, I I kind of referenced what I do for work. I'm a clinical, well, no, why do I say clinical? I mean, this is a clinical site, but I am a consultant registered dietitian nutritionist. So I go to different sites that my building that I work for has contracts with to do like as needed dietitian work, whether that's like assessing patients, doing food service stuff, education for groups or individuals. I don't know. Oh my gosh, my hand's getting tired. Where was I even going with that? I don't know. Basically, a lot of it is on-site stuff where I'm meeting with the patients or whatever, but for most of my work, I'm capable of doing it remotely. And I did do remote coverage for all of my hospitals over the last week. And luckily, since it was Christmas week, there was not, well, luckily in a way, but also unlucky in another way. There wasn't a lot of work to be done. There weren't a lot of admissions. There were no referrals for the place I'm at now, actually, which is very odd, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I covered everything remotely last week. So I kind of need to like make sure I have all that documented once I get in there and then like get back to business as usual. But yeah, unfortunate because I'm not going to get paid very much since I didn't work very much. I don't even know where I was going with that thought. I'm feeling a little bit scrambled, which again, that's going to be part of the like resetting mental health wise. Funny enough, we're on a slightly different topic here, but funny enough, this time of year is essentially how I got my ADHD diagnosis. I always get just weirdly anxious the holiday season, like not for a particular like cause or anything, but I just seem to be in just like a state of constant anxiety until the holiday season is over. But then I get like that significant burnout that lasts, and that can like trigger a lot of anxiety for me. So I remember a few years ago, I was just like, I'm so anxious and I'm not going back to normal. Like I'm not kind of bouncing back to what I consider my normal self. I'm just so anxious, it's debilitating. So I actually started seeing a psychologist. I started doing counseling and everything, and she's the one that caught pretty early on. She's like, this kind of sounds like it might be ADHD, and then she did the assessment for me and I got diagnosed with that. So that's kind of how that happened. So this time of year is very like upsetting for my brain for some reason, and it was upsetting enough for my brain in the past that I discovered a whole new diagnosis for myself, you know, a few years ago, however long that was. But anyway, brain is kind of in a weird funk, a weird haze, I suppose. I'm not like feeling symptomatically anxious right now. I'm feeling very unfocused right now. And I do have medication I take for my ADHD, and I did take it this morning. I had my one typical cup of coffee this morning. Is just like my normal routine, but also it's also a stimulant, so it kind of helps me focus a little bit as well. Girl, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I guess I will chat with you later. Oh, I also have a laptop from this building that I borrowed from the building to do some remote work that I need to return. That's in my passenger seat. Oh my god, look at my passenger seat right now. Like, this is a little excessive. I have my lunchbox, which we didn't go grocery shopping when we got home, so there's almost nothing in here. So I'm gonna have to eat a little bit of food from the building at some point. I do have my regular purse, which has, you know, random stuff in it. I have a winter coat because it is freezing here. Oh, that was the worst part of coming home, actually. We were in Kansas City for the last week, which weather-wise isn't that much different than Warsaw, Indiana, where I live, but it was so warm there, like weirdly warm for the last week, and now we're home and it's like rainy, cold, disgusting. So that's upsetting. But yeah, I have my winter coat, and then this is like just a work bag that I didn't really empty out. I brought it for my trip over the week, and I haven't emptied out, but it has my regular work laptop and the work laptop for here. So I'm gonna have to return the work laptop that they had me borrow. I don't even know what else is in that, but I think that's it. Why am I out of breath, dude? Oh my god, I was just grabbing this, and first of all, why did I not put this in a Tupperware? I don't know. I just threw it in the lunch bag, so I might need to do something with that. This is the muffin that I batch made. I've been kind of using the same recipe for forever. If I have a link for the recipe that I use, it's pretty simple, and I've just kind of like made small adjustments. Like this one I think has leftover fruit from, okay, wait, what am I talking about? So, I make small adjustments to it each time. Sometimes I'll add some nuts in it. I think there's coconut flakes. I think that's what that white bit is. Sometimes I'll add dried fruit, maybe even chocolate chips or sprinkles. But lately I've been using a lot of like leftover fruit at the end of the week because my fiance eats berries for lunch every day. So if there's ever any like leftover berries at the end of the week, I'll go ahead and repurpose them and use them in my muffins. So I think this one has raspberries and maybe those coconut flakes in them. Then of course I have my water bottle, and then I got a giant thing of Greek yogurt from Costco. And I like Chobani the most. I'm not really that picky though. And I do usually go for the lower sugar option. I don't really like their sugar-free one that much. I feel like it has a weird texture, but I'm, again, not that picky. So I have a bunch of Greek yogurts. blueberry is on the docket today, which is actually a little funny because for breakfast I had something that had blueberry cream cheese, so we're kind of having a blueberry-y day. And then what I forgot is I do these DIY Uncrustables. Oh gosh, I think I accidentally squished it a little bit, but it's basically just a DIY PB&J that this one's not looking as cute as some of my others, but I have a little cutout thing that I use and like batch make some Uncrustables. So I do have this, and that, I guess between these three, oh gosh, I have trash. I need to clean this up. This is bad. I just have my leftover. This is empty now. My ADHD pills actually, and then like this is what I was using for breakfast. I guess I have enough food for lunch though. So I did forget that I did pack this, so I'm actually totally fine, and I probably don't need to borrow food unless I'm hungry, which I might be. I've been having hungry days for the last few days. Okay, I'm gonna stop procrastinating, dilly-dallying. I'm gonna go in there. See you later. Alrighty, hello there. I just got out. It's a little bit after 5, so that was kind of a full day, which is kind of what I expected. I forget what I was saying as I gave you a little rundown this morning, but yeah, there was like not a lot of, oh, hello. I have a million keys on this particular set of keys, so they're jingling together. Yeah, I got caught up on everything. I'm kind of wiped. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to report. I'm not feeling incredibly anxious, but I am feeling a lot of like pressure right now. I don't know why. There's not really any, I guess that's anxiety, isn't it? Yeah, okay, girl. I'm gonna go home. I don't know what's for dinner. I just texted my fiance that I might be heading back. Well, that I will be heading back now. So I don't know if he's got anything started. I don't know if he's gone grocery shopping. I would assume not, since he hasn't texted me. Oh my god, so tired. So he gets work off for what am I saying? Okay, so he gets a lot of time off around the end of the year. He's had the last like couple of weeks off of work. I think the building that he works for actually shuts down for the last week of the year, maybe. I'm not totally sure. I think he goes back later this week. So I wonder what he's been up to. I wonder if he's walked our dog. I actually thought I was in a rush this morning when I was getting out the door, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna walk her. Like, I'll leave it to be his problem. But then she just looked so cute, and I hadn't seen her in like a week, and I hadn't walked her in a week, and I was like, I gotta walk her. And it was so cute because she was very excited. She was very happy to be walked, and she screamed at me, which was very funny because she's a husky. My doggy, my Kyla, she's a husky, so you think like loud, verbal type of dog, and she is, but naturally she's not. Like, she's a very quiet dog naturally, and I'm kind of the problem. I'm kind of the one that eggs on the like, let's get chatty type thing. Like, I need you to howl at me. So whenever she's like stayed at someone else's house for a while, whenever we get her back, she's like dead quiet for like days because she like forgot that she's trained to basically be rambunctious at our house. But she's been silent since we picked her up, but she did like howl at me this morning because she was so excited to go on a walk. So I'm glad I got to do that.
Speak. Not like that. Come on. Shake. Kyle, shake. Good. Can you speak? Okay.
So I'm home, and fun fact, it's a migraine day. I have a migraine attack today. Didn't know that ahead of time, but when I got home, I was immediately furious with Dan. What are you doing? What you trying to do? And after, you know, a few little jabs, a few little comments that I directed towards him, I was like, wait a minute, have you actually done anything wrong? Or am I just irritable? Turns out I was irritable, and just took a painkiller. He is heading out to get pizza because he didn't get groceries today. Yeah, so laundry's in the works. He did dishes and stuff. Dog has been walked. Dog is happy. I'll have to make her she has some homemade dinner that I've frozen, so I'll have to thaw that and give it to her as well. I'm gonna change into something more comfortable, although I'll say this turtleneck is not uncomfortable. This is quite comfortable, but I'm kind of sick of it. And I was sweating a lot today at work because the building I work at is so inconsistent temperature-wise throughout. So like I was cold initially, but then I'm sweltering hot the rest of the day. I had to walk into the walk-in freezer a few times just to like regulate myself. Yeah, I checked in at my other buildings because I usually cover them today, but I looked at the censi, like the people who are admitted at those hospitals, and there's nothing due for me to do today, so I'm just gonna worry about it tomorrow. Gonna make a soda on our soda stream for the pizza. Gonna eat some dinner. Probably gonna read my book. and just chill out. And hopefully I won't read if my head doesn't feel better, because I will not be able to focus if my head continues progressing, because now it does hurt. After a while I was like, oh, you know, there is pain there. We'll see what happens.
Baby, do you want dinner? Come over here. Can you sit? That's a good girl.
Do we need to check in? Hello, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, because that's how weeks work. Just wanted to give you a little update. I'm tired. I need to eat lunch. I'm a little bit late for lunch. Is it really 2:30 right now? It's not right. It's actually 1:30-ish. I haven't updated my car for daylight savings time because I don't feel like I should have to do that. What was I going to tell you? So yesterday in the evening, I had let you know that I was feeling like I was a bit migrainey. Definitely accurate. I took a painkiller. It did end up helping a bit, but then I woke up this morning in like a lot of pain, and I was very discouraged by that. I was very upset by that. You can maybe hear right now, I don't know how the audio is, but it is raining today. It's a very rainy day, so I feel like I have everything working against me. I have all of this anxiety, I have the weather now, I have my hormones, I have kind of some stress and changes to my routine, so like we're set up for failure. But I did take a Nurtec today on my way to this place for work, and it seems to have helped. I do feel more myself again, but I'm still like very foggy, brain foggy kind of stuff going on, so we're just kind of seeing how it all goes. So today is kind of, I was especially upset that I woke up not feeling good today, because this is kind of my more heavy nutrition, like education day. I have 2 separate buildings that I've scheduled nutrition education groups for during the day. And so like that just feels a lot more pressure, like other than one-on-one client education, like having to like gather up a group of people and have like a set topic and give nutrition education to a group of people. That feels like a lot more pressure, and especially because I have to do it twice. But luckily I do feel better. I actually didn't end up doing group at building number 1 that I'm now leaving, so we're gonna see how building number 2 goes. Their census has been pretty low, and I don't know how it's looking today, but hopefully, since I do feel better, I do get to give some education at least. I did chat with people one-on-one here, so it's not like I just like huddled, introverted myself. Oh my god, I would love to have a little introvert huddle day, but like it's not like I didn't do any actual like education today. It just wasn't as much pressure because it wasn't like that group setting. But yeah, we'll see how the next thing goes. I'm actually running late because, like I said, it's 1:30. I'm supposed to be there around 2, and it's quite a bit of a drive. I already went ahead and tried to warn people at the building that I'm going to be a couple minutes late, and by a couple I mean like 15 to 30 minutes, but still, I tried to warn them, so hopefully no one's wondering where I am. Okay, toodles. Well, howdy there. I just got home from work for the day. It's actually kind of late. I don't know exactly what time. My watch is tucked away, but it's basically dinner time. I'm about to get changed and then start leftover pizza we had last night, so that'll be good. Oh, my hair's been so annoying to me today, so I did obviously curl it today. My hair always looks better on day 2 after it's curled. Like when it's freshly curled, it's just like so annoying and intense, but it has fallen out a little bit by now, but oh my god, it's still annoying me. Okay, yeah, so I'm about to just get changed into some comfy clothes. I don't know, I almost didn't even wear this sweater today because it is comfy. It's pretty soft. It's from Costco, but I don't know, something about the texture can irritate, like make me a little itchy with like dry wintry skin, so I'm excited to wear something else. Is that a sensory thing? I mean, obviously it's literally a sensory thing, but is that like me having issues with sensory things, stimuli? Because I do have ADHD. I don't know. I am feeling like way better. I'm in a way better mood. Feeling much more energetic. I'm feeling not irritated. I'm feeling pretty level and like myself again. I don't feel too overwhelmed. I felt like I got a lot of good organizing done now that I've been to all of my clinical, like my consultant dietitian buildings now, and I've kind of reestablished after my 1 week being away. I feel like I'm a lot more grounded again. There's still a lot to do. I'm still gonna probably be overwhelmed. So this, you know, coming along with me as I kind of reset and get back to normal is not over yet, because I do know that I'm not quite out of the woods, but I am in a pretty good place. So to be continued. I thought I would just like start from scratch today, because today I actually have the time to sit and like do the things, you know what I mean? So what's on the agenda today? First, I gotta take this out and do my hair and maybe do my face. I probably won't. We'll see. I'm not sure. I did make a brain dump list just like on a piece of paper last night of all the things I would like to get to today, and I've already actually accomplished a few of them. Like either immediately after making the list, I'm like, oh, I could probably do that right now. Or I've just like kind of naturally already done it this morning. So I don't remember what those things are. I just remember thinking it. So I will find that list and we'll go through it later. So I'm gonna shop and we'll chat again in a second. I think I literally waited to start filming until my what is it called? Heater, air conditioning stuff just kicked on. So that's really fun of me and really cool. I just wanted to check in because I have not done my hair, clearly. I do have a plan. I will go do it in a little bit. But I have made a little bit of progress. I feel like I've done nothing, but I have done some things. So here is my to-do list, which is a little bit psycho because I have already written 2 to-do lists, okay? 2 to-do lists. And then I looked at them this morning, I was like, don't like that. So I just redid them. I'm sure I also have digital to-do lists. I'm a crazy person, but this is part of the process. It's part of the process. I think it's the ADHD brain where it's like, I just need to redo the to-do list a trillion times till I feel like the to-do list is organized. And that's when I feel like I can move forward, which doesn't make sense. I don't want to do the things on the list. I want to make a list to think about doing the things is basically what my theory is. But anyway, I was looking through my first brain dump list. I actually titled my second one Brain Dump Part 2 with a really hateful smiley. Back to the initial brain dump list. So I had to file for my registration, my dietitian. I have to keep up a registration nationally for my registration for my dietitian. I'm saying the same words over and over. I'm gonna lose my mind. So anyway, that's not actually even what this to-do list item was. What is on this list is for my state licensing, like the credentialing unit for Indiana where I live. I had to renew my, title, I guess, which I waited till almost the last exact second to do. It was due on December 31st. And I got a call from a dietitian colleague that was having trouble paying for her renewal on the 30th. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't even done that yet, bestie. I'm not gonna be able to help you. But then we did it together while we were on the phone. So I did do that. But for the company I work for, I have to file that digitally with them so they can like prove and like know that I am on top of things. And if any of the companies that we work for, like the contracts ask for anything, they have that file. So I had to do that. So I actually ended up doing that last night after making this initial list. My arm is starting to get sore. What am I gonna do about this? I need a stronger arm. Oh, okay. So right after I made this list, I did file that. So I got to check that off right away. It was wonderful. And then on this list, I have that today, if I have time, I would like to do some remote charting, and I don't have to at all. It's not a necessity. What was that word I tried to say? Necessity at all, but I would have liked to have done it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it is still kind of an aspiration and dream. I'm gonna literally rest you against the couch because we're having a hard time. I actually starred this one and it's still probably not gonna get done today. I'm a lunatic. So I need to pick up my Emgality prescription for migraine, which is my once a month injection I give myself. My prescription for migraine, I need to go get it from the pharmacy. It is refilled and sitting there at Walgreens, but I need to go get it. And I'm probably not leaving the house today, so chances are low. Chances are low. Anyway, I had to prepare my eggs for my meal prep because we didn't get groceries till later in the week. Today's Thursday, like I said. I didn't have eggs, which is kind of the foundation of my breakfast meal prep. So I was kind of lost and confused, but we did get some recently and I had to boil some. So they're actually sitting in an ice bath right now and I need to finish that up soon. So I got to check this off. I also have meal prepped muffins I use for breakfast that were in the freezer. So taking them out of the freezer, I got to check that off too. And then I started thinking about here, hello on you, hello, on the internet, like the things that I need to get on top of for January, because I'm a little bit behind and I don't like to be behind. That's basically what this is. The second kind of to-do list that did not get very far. It did not really live to see the light of day. It's mostly just short form content ideas. What's she up to?
What a cutie pie. Okay. Sick of the chair, I guess.
Where am I? Let's go to the actual brain dump list of my to-do list of what I would like to do today. Whew, golly gee. There's a lot of January content related things, but I ended up kind of repurposing that and doing it digitally somewhere else. So we won't go over that right now at all. I also would freaking love to empty my email inbox. I have so many emails. I forget if I've already talked about this, but it's like driving me actually insane. And I'm finding myself at work specifically because I have extra emails for my different work sites that I go to. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. It's making me feel so frazzled and unorganized. So I'm trying to get to like inbox zero in as many email accounts as I can. And I've made really good progress on my personal use ones. Yes, ones because it's plural. And most of my work ones are very close to zero. I also want to set my freaking New Year's resolutions. It's the second of the year. I'm always a little bit behind with these things because I procrastinate and like am in such a fog this time of year that it's like I don't want to think about that kind of thing right now. But I really would like to do that. So I kind of put some ideas of things I would like to start working on goals around. And if I get to that today, it'll be in my Notion account, which we'll go over it if it comes up. But I do have a place I would like for these goals to live on my Notion page account thing. Yes. I need to finish my egg prep. Funny, because I checked off doing the eggs, but they're in the ice bath. I need to finish that. I re-added something about work, and then I have a stack of mail that I collected yesterday from our mailbox. Can you believe it? So I have a stack of mail. I think you get it. I'm an inconsistent. That's not a word. I'm an inconsistent girly. It's the chaos within me between chronic illness with migraine and my brain being out of whack because of ADHD. I'm just inconsistent, and it is what it is. So I'm really bad at checking my mailbox. I check it like either every day in a row for a couple of days, or I go weeks without checking it. So I did check it. I have a big stack, and there's things specifically from like my family I need to open. So I need to go through my mail, open some packages. Oh my God, I'm insane for leaving that undone. It actually makes me laugh a lot because whenever Dan gets home from work and he sees any mail, he will stop. I think my dad does this too. What is wrong with these men? Maybe this is normal behavior and it's just not to me, but they stop what they're doing the second they walk in the door. Like they need to like go get ready for being comfy at home, change out of the work clothes, wash your face or whatever, start thinking about dinner, start helping prep dinner. Like that's the things they should be doing in my mind. Yet they stand there and open every single piece of mail, and I don't get it. I don't get it. What is that? What do you do with your mail? Do you leave it unopened for days like I do? Do you remember to get your mail from it? Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm embarrassed about this one. I told you it's the second of the year. I still haven't gotten Christmas presents for anyone in my immediate family. I didn't see my family for Christmas. And I just like could not be bothered to think about gifts at all. I've only received one that I know of from my immediate family, so I don't feel like that bad about it. But like I really do want to get them something, and I kind of have said to all of them like, hey, I'm frazzled and behind. I'll get you later. So they know the situation. But yeah, I want to at least make a plan for what I'm going to do about those gifts. I said, write at least loose Christmas gift plan for fam. Also related to my family, because I was starting to think about them, we're supposed to be going on a trip early this year, and the dates aren't confirmed yet, but like we're thinking like February, which is like very soon. It's very much my family's vibes to leave things till the last freaking second because they're very much similar to me and chaotic and crazy and inconsistent. So like I'm not surprised, but I do want to ask them about that. I want to look and make sure I have enough meal prep for Kyla. Because I kind of thought about meal related things, and I'm pretty much in a good place for what I'm gonna need and everything. But I usually give her homemade food around dinner time every evening, and I don't think I have enough stuff to finish out the week for her. So we might think about prepping some of that. I do have a bunch of like frozen chicken and stuff that I got for pretty affordably cheap. So I'll probably cook up some of that. I think I have some cans of beans. I don't know what the veggie situation looks like. She doesn't usually eat many grains, but I think I need to do the meal thing for her probably today. I might have time tomorrow as well though. So I don't know. Anyway, I also would love to put away, I love how I'm just giving you my actual to-do list. I don't really know why I'm doing this, whatever. I want to put away most of my Christmas stuff, like all my Christmas sweaters, and we have some decor like out on the countertops. I like having the tree up to give like twinkly lights on at night, and I do enjoy my Christmas blanket that's on the couch, but other than that, I think everything can probably go. I'm kind of sick of seeing it. Oh, I put Get Emgality prescription again on this list, so I guess maybe I'll think about leaving the house, but I wouldn't count on it. And then after that, it's gonna be medication day for us girlies, me and the dog. So we both take our monthly preventive medication. Mine is for migraine and hers is for like heartworm and fleas and ticks, I think. I just give her stuff every month. So I do that on the same day. So it actually reminds me to take my meds because I care about that dog more than me, apparently. And I will make sure she gets her monthly things met, but like, it's good that I've linked those two together so then I remember to take my meds too. And then I wanted to offload some of the video clips into my laptop so I could start editing, which I already did. So I checked that off. And there's actually a lot of, because of the ADHD, can you believe? Are you gonna be so surprised? My photo gallery is a mess, okay? She's a mess. There's so many random screenshots and like pictures I took of handwritten notes for like work, or like, I think one of my siblings' addresses is written on a postcard that have a picture that was sent to us that I saved. I don't know. So there's like a random assortment of pictures in my photo gallery that I need to get rid of. I need to actually do something with these things. So that is on the list. And then I was having an issue with my laptop about storage. So I wanted to clear up something to open up some storage on my laptop, but I actually did that already too. So I got to check that off. Okay. So that's the whole like actual one page of to-do stuff, not counting some of the content related things. I don't know. But basically then when I sat down and started doing digital stuff, I was doing my content related things, and I went into my Notion, but I do have a Notion portal where I kind of keep everything. I've started titling it Organizing My Entire Life or something like that, which is a joke because I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to like put everything into one platform for like organizing my entire life, because my whole life will never be organized. Yet I did it anyway because I was just in a silly, goofy mood, okay? I don't know. Well, hi there. I fear I've lost the plot a little bit on the day. It's a little bit past lunch. I had some leftover pizza, which, if I've included any old clips from earlier in the week, I've been talking about pizza all week long. We did get pizza for dinner on Monday, but I'm so annoying with pizza. So I don't really typically like pizza. Okay, actually that's a total lie. Let me back up and explain. I am not picky at all with food. I'll eat anything. I love food. I love eating. I have a lot of things in my mind that I think I dislike, and pizza's one of them, but I actually do generally dislike red sauce. I'll still eat it, but I generally dislike it. So Dan and I don't have the same pizza taste. I usually get something with white sauce like Alfredo, or like a garlic aioli, or honestly, at those like build your own pizza places like Mod Pizza, we used to go to that a lot in Wisconsin. I think that's where it was when we were living there. Oh, also I did my hair. We'll talk about that later. I gotta take a breath. I used to just literally get garlic, like minced garlic with oil on my pizza for my sauce, because I don't like red sauce. Or I'll get barbecue, which I know is technically still from tomato, but it's different, okay? It's different. But I actually did get a red sauce pizza, so I actually don't know why. We always seem to get two separate pizzas when we get pizza, but I got a red sauce, so I don't know why we didn't combine. But he also got sausage, which I just don't like. I don't know if I actually dislike it, or if that's a suspected dislike that I actually do like. I don't know, but I typically don't eat it. We had a lot of leftovers, and we both had leftover pizza for dinner on Tuesday, but there were still a couple slices left, so that was my lunch today. So anyway, we're out of pizza. I can stop thinking about pizza for a while. Anyway. I did do my hair. I used this bedhead, what the heck is it called? Wave Artist. I love doing this. Sometimes I'll braid my hair while it's drying to get the wavy texture. And also I haven't done anything with it. This is just straight up from using the heat tool. Sometimes I'll try to loosen it up a little bit, but I'm not going anywhere today. Sometimes I'll braid it and I'll get kind of this natural wavy texture, but I still need to put the heat on like the root area, because even when I do a French braid starting from up here, I swear it's still like flat and it looks weird. But today I did it fully with heat styling, with a heat protectant, of course. What time is it? 2. Ah, the day's racing by, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna take you into my content creation portal. I will warn you, this is always a mess. I feel like I'm always trying to streamline this because I love this page. I love how it's very, 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 very minimalistic, simplistic. There's not much to it. That's what I want everything to be, because I feel like I need a really lightweight system to stay organized. It gets a little bit hairy as we get into these pages. But yeah, I have a few different things here. This is all like content topic idea related, but then this is for my website, and this started as just YouTube long form videos, and I don't know why I separated the two, but I did. And then I didn't really have a section for any form of short form content, so I've kind of just recently integrated that into here. And I don't know, basically we're just gonna look at these two. So on here, this is literally just the calendar, and I have it in calendar view because I find that most helpful. I don't know why it always opens to October. Why does it always open to October? There's a button to take us to today. I have a couple of ideas here, and then like on my website, I have some things that are already scheduled and finished, just to show you, because I need to put something here. I haven't planned it yet. There are a lot of things that I thought I was going to be tracking, but like I said, I need a lightweight system, so I need to really purge a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff does not matter to me, and I do not care about it. So we're gonna be revamping this situation later, and then I just basically free type. Like if we go back to, I don't really want to give you spoilers. Let's take you to an older post. Let's take you to, this has also been covered in a YouTube video that I can link. Yeah, I just basically have it all typed up, and then I copy and paste it and take it to the website. So that's really how that works. And that's really all there is to it on here. So jumping back over to YouTube Hub, this is where things are a little especially messy. But yeah, I do have a little content calendar here, and I'm shooting for twice a week here. And then this is what I've kind of decided right now for the short form content. It's just a little integrate, like it's a calendar database within a calendar database. So I have here just kind of like, I don't know what I want to do with this long term, but that's what I've got going right now. And then the rest of this is super simplistic. I've kept the thumbnails there, just, I don't know, in case it's helpful. I have the URL, so they're easy to copy and paste. I don't know. Yeah, I'll show you the gallery. That might help. Yeah, so I have all of my thumbnails just so it's easier for me to find a video. And as you can see, there's not a ton of them yet. So yeah, that's honestly, that is that on that. I forget exactly what I wanted to show you here, but I did just recently kind of work on some of the January stuff for all this stuff. Is there anything else I could procrastinate and do before walking the dog? What do you think? Kyla, you want to go on a walk? She always acts like she doesn't know what I'm saying. She doesn't want to show excitement unless it's the real deal. Okay, I'm gonna go put my shoes on. She figured me out. Well, let's go, girl. Let's go.
Okay, I think we're gonna cap things off here. I feel much more settled. I feel like I kind of have a handle on what's going on. I know I'm gonna continue kind of trying to reorganize and re-clarify kind of like this whole reset journey that we're on, and trying to reorganize, and I'm going to continue trying to reorganize for like the rest of time, but it is what it is. So I do have things on here on this handwritten list that I want to make sure that I don't forget about, so I'm going to have to transfer that into my Notion dashboard. I've also now set my 2025 goals. I am thinking that I need to look at my calendar because I saw an email of an appointment reminder, and I'm like, oh, I literally don't know what's going on with myself this month. So actually I'm going to quickly open up my calendar right now. Let's do that. Oh, yay. Okay, so here's all my things. Okay, so I do have a couple of appointments to look into this month. So next week I do have a car related appointment that I just recently scheduled, so I won't forget about that, hopefully. And hopefully I'll get like a text reminder or something, but that's Monday morning. Dang it, I don't know why this all got separated. Oh, I just actually confused myself. So I thought I had a second appointment next week as well, but that is not true. I do have some shifts in my work schedule next week that I'm kind of anxious about, even though it's not actually that big of a deal. I'm just like
navigating that in my head. I did have to change things a little bit in my schedule to accommodate training a new dietitian. I'm sure we'll talk about that later. So I do have a shifted work schedule, and that's part of why I was able to get a Monday appointment for my car. But yeah, that's it for next week. And then the following week, there is a psych appointment to get a med review and like approve my ADHD meds. And then the following week, this is what it was like nagging at the back of my head. I remembered I might have a dentist appointment. I don't want to go. No, don't make me. But that's actually it. So that's not as overwhelming as I thought it would be. It's kind of one-ish thing per week, 1 to 2 things, which should be fine, right? It's gonna be fine, totally fine. Tomorrow, oh, I had you angled down. Tomorrow, I usually have cursed Fridays. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Usually my Fridays are cursed. I have so much work to do on Fridays, and it's always insane. However, I'm not going to be going to my main building due to like shifting schedule next week for the new RD thing. So again, I'm feeling a lot more settled and grounded, and I feel like I've grounded. Yeah, that's a good word for it. I feel like I've grounded myself into like what is reality right now. I do know that I'm not 100% back to norm. I was just thinking how I am ghosting people on my phone, like text messages, Snapchat messages. If I got any phone calls, I haven't looked at that, voicemails, that kind of thing. And some of my email accounts, I just like am not able to motivate myself to engage. And also like, I guess, social media messaging stuff too. I just like cannot be bothered to open those things and communicate with people. So that's like a red flag for me. That definitely shows that I'm still like in that hibernation mode and like that burnout mode. I'm just not feeling like connected in that way. Oh my gosh, okay, I got cut off talking about how I feel like I'm still introverting and like kind of in a little bubble. So I'm not 100% back to norm, but I feel confident and motivated that I'm on the way. Dan just got home, so that's kind of like my, I don't know, closing call. I don't know, say by the bell. I'm not sure. Subscribe if you want some more. Let me know of how you reset and how you recuperate after stressful periods and like come back from the holiday season. I'd love any advice you have. Okay, toodles.